or in the spiritual realm. You can be diverted from something and you do the opposite if you are not so sensitive. So, to stand strong before any warfare, what you have to do is to first recognize that warfare. Not everything you must apply that force of the spiritual warfare. No, there are things which do not need even your warfare. So under that, I left this heading: how do you recognize spiritual warfare in your life? How do you recognize that this situation needs a spiritual warfare, or why you are undergoing a spiritual warfare? And that is very important to know why, and is it a spiritual warfare battle or it's not. So one, most spiritual warfares happen before or after God uses us for a powerful ministry. Beatrice, mute your microphone, please. So, these warfare, they come as a result of an attack. Beatrice, I'm going to remove you. I don't know, you Beatrice, how do you connect and you leave a microphone on and start jazzing? So, some warfare, almost of warfare, they come as a result when God has worked with you something, or when God is about. What you have to know that warfare, all these warfares, they come from the enemy against you. There is no warfare from God. Because warfare, you have to use weapons against. So these weapons, you can't fight God with these weapons. So when the devil senses that God is about to use you or to work with you in something very important, which is going to cause a change in people's lives, the devil can bring a warfare between you and him, so that he confuses you. Some people give up. Sometimes when God has used you, or when you have worked something, the Lord took you somewhere, or you have been in prayers, you have been in fasting, or the Lord has instructed you to get some 40 days, some 20 days, some 2 days, the devil cannot accept. That's why he comes with a different warfare. There are different warfares. He can bring sicknesses. Immediately you organize for a fast, he brings sicknesses. He brings in friends who can confuse you, taking you outing so that you don't fast. He can cause lack. So there are very many forms he can bring. But the devil will not attack you. The devil cannot cause a spiritual warfare in your life if you don't have any positive impact. So the devil fears. Say, if we leave this girl, if we leave this woman, this man, to continue with God and doing what he's doing, we shall be at a risk. So they attack before, or they attack after God has moved in your life, or when God is moving or about to move in your life. That's when the enemy stages his warfare. So I want you to take this survey, sit down and see. The moment you are about to break through, the moment you have done something, that's when the attacks come. Before that, they don't. Some of you, after giving, you get attacks. Because he has known what you have done is going to damage him. So it brings in those attacks to discourage. Some of you, when you enter prayers, when you enter fasting, you are attacked seriously. And then they get running stomach, fever, different attacks. So for you to be discouraged and live to do what you are supposed to. So some of these warfare come after or before the Lord is doing something in our lives. Number two, sometimes they come as an attempt to steal our happiness in God and His work in our lives. Yeah, these spiritual warfare, they come to steal your joy. Some of the people, when they are attacked, they don't remain the same. They lose the whole joy they had. They become bitter. They become so difficult. You can't approach them. You can't talk to them because life has changed totally. So that comes to steal your joy. That's why if you don't know how to handle the spiritual warfare, it's going to become a problem. You'll lose all the joy you had in the Lord. So, as the Bible tells us that devil came to steal, kill, and destroy, it's the same thing. When the devil launches an attack on your life, he wants to steal something precious in you, a gift, a weapon. He's afraid of what is in you. So when you have the joy of the Lord, the devil loses. But if the joy of the Lord is taken from you, the devil wins. So some spiritual warfare, they are as an attempt to attempt you to steal the happiness you have from God. So it's like when God opens a door of opportunity for you. So that's when you get in what? Some people receive dreams, converge, talking with the dead. They start getting intimidating calls from some people. So suddenly something happens in their lives. They don't remain the same. Anyway, number three is spiritual warfare may look like unusual, advanced, that has unusual timing, right or before God uses you for the kingdom impact. Yeah. So these other spiritual warfare we undergo, they are unusual. They target the seasons. If it's your season for get married or to marry, that's when you start experiencing the warfare from different areas to divert you, to make you forget, to make you miss your timing. And you know God's timing is the best. So the devil has used so much that trick. Most of the people, they don't know their timings. They don't know their seasons. Seasons have passed. So by the time that person realizes, comes into his normal understanding, when totally there is no time. When something has already happened in that person's life. So this warfare, they take us backwards. They cause us to be so blind. We cannot hear God's voice. We cannot see where He's taking us. So that's what we call spiritual warfare. You must understand it. So the devil is happy to cause confusion in your life so that you don't know what to do for the Lord. Even for your life and your family, you are confused, total confusion. You can't know what is happening. So spiritual warfare can also be that one we have talked about, an unusual attempt. That one we have already explained. So this is a very big point. Listen very careful. To some of the ministers and pastors, spiritual warfare often comes in the way of unusual relationship struggles. Yeah. And this is very common nowadays. It is very common. Most of the ministers, most of the pastors, they are battling with the Lord as far as marriage is concerned, the relationships. You just say man of God standing on the pulpit, man of God busy ministry, and people are being blessed. But when you go home, peace home, there is no peace at all. Some of the pastors nowadays sleep in the church because they think church has more peace than going home. Home totally there is no peace. Women quarrels transnight. So that's how the devil does. So when the devil attacks like that way, attacks the marriage, attacks the family, it's going to damage you. It is the warfare which the devil uses to reduce on some of the faith. Most of people have lost the faith because of that. So let us look at next point. That's point number 2. That is joy and peace. So in the midst of the spiritual warfare, if you want to stand strong and face it, overcome it, double check your joy and peace in the Lord. If you don't have joy, if you don't have peace of the Lord, it will be very difficult for you to face the warfare very strong and overcome that warfare. So spiritual warfare often comes right before and presented seasons of God's blessing. Yeah, within the season God has prepared you. When you are entering your season, when you are about to enter your season, when you are in the season, that's when you start experiencing this warfare, spiritual warfare. If you are in the season of getting married, you have gotten somebody, spiritual warfare will continue. People will speak against you, against the man. They will do all possible so that it doesn't take place, it doesn't happen. That's what we call the spiritual warfare. So many people, they forget, they miss God's seasons. Some of us, seasons have passed out. You didn't know, you didn't recognize that season. You did not, and it has affected you the most. So we must often spiritual warfare is the enemy's attempt to steal or to steal your happiness about what God is doing in your life. So the devil causes you to forget what God's plans are in your life. Will cause you to panic, doubt God, and do a lot of things which indeed they can mislead you, forgetting what the Lord has been doing in your life, forgetting what you are supposed to do. So if you lose hope and peace of the Lord, some people end up committing a suicide. They kill themselves. Others, they become drug addict. Others, they go in bars. Others, they become prostitutes. So when someone loses joy of the Lord, peace of the Lord, the devil can command that person to do anything, and that person does it without any consultation. So often spiritual warfare is the enemy's attempt, that one I've told you, to steal your happiness. Let us I'll see